Hello everybody, Adam here. I am a professionally trained audio engineer as well as metal guitarist. And today I'm going to be checking out a brand new live Periphery video. I have already done a reaction to Reptile, which was also done through Minal Symbols, so I kind of have an idea about what the production will be like, but I'm still really excited to check this out. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Alright, ambient guitar, left ear. Really nothing going on in the right ear other than just the ride cymbal. I really like that low synth that's just brooding throughout this part. Nice. Okay, really wide. Electric guitar is both hard left and hard right stereo. Sounds like 100% left, 100% right. Okay. Vocals are dead center. Okay, I liked how his vocals were mixed there for Jake. I did not like Jake's vocals and how they were mixed on the Reptile version, but they're fine on this. Oh, right ear guitar work is really cool. His drum tone is perfect, man. Really good combination of treble and bassiness for the kick drum. It looks pretty simple, the setup, really. Just two overheads and everything is individually mic'd for the drum set. I did not see. Good job on the vocals. I did not see a mic on his hi-hat, so that's interesting. Ambient guitar, very hard left. Good vocal run. Okay, I see the mic now. It was on the left side, so I couldn't see it. So the hi-hat is individually mic'd. That's interesting. So the pull off the palm mute sounds like it's a lot more prevalent in the right ear than left ear. Actually, during that chug part right there, they weren't exactly on with each other. It shows that they didn't go in and tamper with this afterwards. I really like how full his drum set sounds. Because sometimes in metal music, it's really easy to not make your drum set sound big. like, you can make it sound really dry and really distinct, but sometimes there isn't like a wide stereo image for it. They did a really good job of just the overall EQ and compression of his drum set. That's honestly what I'm most impressed with out of this whole mix, is how good the drums sound, especially the snare. The snare sounds incredible. Really interesting, just the chuggy guitar in the right ear. Ambient guitar, really hard left. I love this like signature Periphery, genty, chuggy stuff. All their guitar tones are so different sounding, but they all mesh so well together. They do such a good job of incorporating 3 electric guitar players. Well, that's that, isn't it? I think the strongest part of this entire production is how the drums sound. I love how his drum sounds on their studio records, but I also really like what they did here. I would need to go and double check, but let me double check really fast. Okay, I was right. So they have at least 2 mics on the kick drum. They have one inside the kick drum, one outside of the kick drum towards the outside, and it's also not uncommon in metal music to also mic where the beater hits the front of the drum. That's how you get more of that that clicky sound without doing a bunch of EQ and the 3000 through like 6000 hertz range. So that's the way around that. The hard part about all of this is you have to consider bleed over. So what bleed over is, if you don't know, is when a instrument bleeds over into another instrument's microphone. So let's say we have Tom 1 and then we have Tom 2. When you hit Tom 1, the Tom 2 microphone is going to pick that up. And the Tom microphones are picking up all the cymbals, they're picking up the kick drum, they're picking up the snare, they're picking up the hi-hat, they're picking up most of everything, right? And so that's when you need to EQ those audio components out, and you need to use compression. So you need to use some pretty hard compression to where the hit happens and then the hit goes away almost immediately. And so that's how I personally would assume they're getting this amazing sound is because of compression mostly, and then they can EQ out other components. For instance, when you have overhead microphones, the point of the overhead microphones most of the time, especially in metal music, is just to pick up the ride cymbal, the crash cymbal, the China cymbal, and maybe your hi-hat if your hi-hat is not mic'd. And if that's the case, then you should put your overhead mic kind of above the hi-hat so you can like pick it up a little bit better. Miking drum sets is very difficult, especially when you have a setup like this. I'm looking at a picture now, and the picture, just in this one picture alone, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that doesn't include the overhead cymbals. There's at least 11 microphones on this. I really like the mic placement as well. The mic placement is about maybe this far away, so that's like maybe like 4 or 5 inches away from the center of the tom and the center of the snare, where Matt Halpern is more than likely going to just hit really hard, right? So that's a really good like miking technique that they're using. It's very basic, but with audio and just with anything in life, you do the basic things right and you're going to get a good sound. So that's what I'm personally most impressed with. Of course, the electric guitar playing, super solid. Loved all the ambience that was happening in the left ear. So I would recommend taking your right headphone off and just listening to all the cool ambience that's happening in the left ear during this entire song. Because there's some really cool things that are happening. And as an audio engineer, especially as like a beginner audio engineer, it's a really cool way of understanding like, oh, where should I put this guitar? Where should I put this guitar? Should I just keep it middle? Should I pan it hard left? Should I pan it hard right? It's a really good lesson and a really good study in how to make 3 electric guitar players work seamlessly together in a very big mix. So, again, I'm super impressed. Periphery always impresses me. They've impressed me since their first album, and I don't think they'll ever let me down. Not at the rate they're currently going. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you're liking my content, make sure you hit the like button. And also make sure you hit the subscribe and the bell button. That lets you know when I put out more content in the future. I do have a Patreon page, by the way. It's the first link in my description. So if you're curious about my super subscriber perks, just hit up the link. I got some cool and interesting things down there for electric guitar players and also for songwriters. Alrighty guys, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.